Setting up the perfect morning routine is the best way to ever start your day. Hey my friends, this is Aldie, and today I want to talk with you about 5 steps to creating the perfect morning routine. So listen up. The first step is to set the right intentions. Because if you have the right intentions, you will always have the right directions. When you wake up in the morning, you might not always feel good about yourself. It's natural. But what you need to do is to consult with your higher self. You need to say to yourself that today is going to be the best day of my life. If you approach the day any other way, then you're setting yourself up for danger. You're setting yourself up for havoc. You're setting yourself up for worries and distractions and anxiety that might come later on throughout the day. Now, how do you set the right intentions? Well, first of all, you need to speak those intentions out into the universe. You need to talk to God and you need to say, look, God, I know you're with me today. I know you're gonna help me. I know you're gonna lead me, protect me, direct me, and affect me in everything I do. For me personally, I just drop on my knees and I give all glory to God. I submit myself to the higher power because I know that this is the only way I can ever be successful. There's so many positive ways that you can set your intentions, but you have to create some time for yourself, which actually leads us into the second point. You have to create quiet time. You see, quiet time is the first hour or two that you give to yourself to focus on your mind, to focus on yourself, and to focus on your growth. When you give yourself quiet time, you're focusing on the things that you actually want instead of the things that you don't want in life. You see, a lot of times people struggle because they focus on the things that they don't want in life. They focus on all the things that are going wrong. They focus on the negative people. They focus on the negative news. They focus on the things that they see on their phone. And they're so distracted by all the worldly affairs that they can never confront the spiritual and real affairs that are affecting their lives. In order to create quiet time for yourself, you need to put away all distractions. You need to put away your phone. You need to get away from a computer. You need to get away from all technology that would hinder you from focusing on what you need to do on the inside before you ever deal with the things that are going on the outside. One habit that you can begin to embrace is to write down the top 5 things that you want to do throughout the day. When you write down the top 5 things, what you're really doing is that you're gaining clarity on who you want to be, on where you want to go, and what you want to do in your life in that day. One of the greatest habits that I've ever created is to pull out a sticky note and write down the top 5 things I want to do. Usually I'll start with something spiritual. I'll read the scriptures. And then I'll do something that's mental. I'll read a book. And then I'll focus on the physical, maybe an exercise. And then I'll focus on 1 or 2 things on business that will help me to work on my craft, gain other clients, and do everything I can to become a greater person. This actually leads us into our third step. Once you've created that perfect quiet time for yourself, and you set your intentions in your mind and on paper, then you work on personal development. And what personal development basically is the inner fortification within yourself so you can prepare for the person that you know you were called to be. Now, a lot of times people skip this step in life, and that's the reason why most people are very unsuccessful. They don't give themselves the time to work on themselves, to work on their mind, and to work on their lives. Instead, what they normally do is they grab a cup of coffee, rush out into work, and deal with the toxic people that they're normally surrounded by. My friends, you have to prepare yourself more adequately. You have to give yourself time to work on who you are becoming. When I talk about personal development, there's different things that different people do. And personally, I have different things that I do every single day. Sometimes I'll go out and I'll exercise, other times I'll take time to journal. Sometimes I'll set my goals, other times I'll cuddle with my wife. Sometimes I'll make breakfast, other times I'll just jam out to music so I can just relax and make sure that I'm in control of who I am. But either way, you need to figure out what your morning routine is. Not every single day you're gonna do the same things. Look, I'm gonna tell you straight up that you don't have to live a routine life, but you need to have a life that's filled with routines. Now, the biggest reason why I'm saying this is because some people think, oh, well, if I'm not waking up at 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock in the morning, then I'm just not successful. My friends, it's not what time you wake up, it's what you do when you wake up. It's not the hours that you actually get up in the morning that matters the most. It's the hours that you're awake and what you contribute to your day that matters the most. So one of the most popular questions I get all the time is, Daniel, what time do you wake up? The fact is that I can wake up at any time and still have a successful day. And because I run an international business, I have clients in different time zones, so it doesn't really matter what time I wake up. Today, for instance, I woke up at 6 a.m., but last week I was waking up at 6 p.m. There's a 12-hour difference there, but I'm telling you this because I want you to know that you have to create a wake-up routine that's more suitable for your life. Now, the main point that I really want to get across here is what are the things that you need to do every single day that will help you to become the best version of yourself. Because if you have 5 or 6 things that you normally do on a consistent basis, then you, my friend, are setting yourself up for massive success. Now that I've made that clear, I want you to also keep in mind that not all of your routines have to be done in the morning. For instance, if you are in a rush, you might only have a few minutes to listen to some music or to listen to a motivational message that will get you out the door. That's okay. But what I am saying is to focus throughout the day on your personal development. Is to make that time to actually journal, make that time to actually read, make that time to actually communicate with your loved ones. Because if you understand how you conduct your day, then you're gonna make sure you're gonna understand how to conduct your life. The final key to personal development is to dedicate at least 1 hour a day on yourself. Make sure to find that 1 extra hour that you can focus on your craft, on your mind, and on your life so you can become a greater person. Look, there's 24 hours a day, and if you can't find 1 hour to focus on who you're becoming to reach your maximum success, then you don't have a life. Make sure to do whatever it takes to find that 1 hour to become the best version of who you are meant to be. The 4th step to creating a perfect morning routine is to build momentum. Look, it's easy for the day to take charge of you. But it's also easier to make sure that you take charge of your day. So many people get swept away by the countless responsibilities that they have in their life. But what I'm saying to you is that you need to take control of every single hour that you have. In order to build momentum, you need to ask yourself, what must I do within this hour? Because every single hour carries a different mood, carries a different attitude, carries a different vibe. And if you understand the culture and the environment that you're in right now, then you're gonna understand how to set yourself up for the culture and environment you want in the future. Now, there's 2 major ways to build momentum in your life. The first way is to focus on a task that is easiest to do. If you find something that's easy to do, then you're gonna get it done. Because what's easy to do is also easy not to do. If you know that there's something that you can do but you're not doing it, then that can set you up for major disaster. But if there's something that you know you're supposed to do that's easy to do and you do it, then you set yourself up for success. You see, success builds upon itself, and the little successes that you gain early on can become even greater successes in the future. This philosophy not only works throughout your day, it works throughout your life. Some people ask me, Daniel, how do you read so many books? How do you give so many speeches? How do you travel to so many different places? How do you organize yourself? It all started with how I organize myself on a smaller level. You see, when you organize your mind, you can organize your life. If you understand how you set your goals and how you create a schedule and how to plan your life, then you understand exactly what you need to do in order to do it on the highest level possible. So my question for you is, what are some easy things that you can do every single day that can help you build momentum? If you figure out what they are and you decide to take them on, then it can change the trajectory of your day. The second way to build momentum is to do the hardest things first. Now, I know there's some people here that are secretly smiling as they watch this video, because they know that they cannot start the day unless they do something that is extremely hard. Once you get that major feeling of accomplishment, then you know that there's nothing else that can stop you throughout your day. Now, if you know I'm speaking to you, then you know exactly what to do. Decide for yourself to pick the hardest workout, to do the toughest task, to take on the biggest job, and it will help you to build tremendous momentum that will help you to conquer the day. Now that I shared with you the 2 ways to build momentum, I also want to make it clear that you can mix and match any of these approaches. So one day you might decide to do something easy, but another day you might decide to do something hard. Either way, figure out exactly what you need to do based on how you feel and make sure to get it done. The 5th and last step to create a perfect morning routine is to keep working. Now, the best way to do this is to understand your workflow and the intervals that you use throughout the day to get your work done. So for instance, some people work in 30-minute batches and they need to take a break. Other people can work in 60 or 90-minute batches and then they take a break. Other people could work 2, 3, 4 hours straight or even longer than that, and then that's when they need their break. All I'm saying is that every single person has different intervals that they use to get their work done. If you need 60 minutes and then you take a break or you celebrate, then that's fine. If you need 90 minutes for a cuddle session with your wife or your husband or maybe your kids, then get it done. But either way, you have to understand what is going to motivate you and help you get through the day. By the way, make sure to understand that you're not just trying to get through the day, but you're trying to get from the day. And the best way to do that is to take as many notes as you can. If you're with me on a daily basis, you're gonna see me pulling out my phone throughout the day, taking notes on my quotes and making sure that I'm organizing myself, organizing my mind, and organizing my notes because I'm writing down everything to make sure that I'm getting it all done. So there you go, my friends. I just shared with you 5 steps for creating the perfect morning routine. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification button. Please share this video with someone else that you know absolutely needs it. And if you have any questions, please write me at info@danielalley.com. If you really like this video and you want to take your life to the next level, make sure to get my 3 books, You're the Boss, The Abundance Mentality, and The Winner's Lifestyle. These 3 books are always in a link in the description below. Make sure to get them because they will change your life. So there you go, my friends. Those are the 5 steps to creating the perfect morning routine. Please type yes in the comment section below if you enjoyed this video, and also type down below your favorite morning routine and how you like to get started throughout the day. My friends, this is Daniel Alley, and I look forward to watching you become as successful as you want to be. See you guys on the next video. Take care.